Okay. Game capture. There we go. Okay, back to building vehicles because I finished the helicopter and it actually works. I've got a new and improved version that actually runs on a modular engine as well, because I got the modular engine to work. The thing I did wrong with modular engines is that your air and fuel ratio doesn't use the same throttle. You need to multiply your air by 2, because what it says on the engine, the piston, is that the air to fuel ratio is 7, and I realized that in the working engines it was 14, and that's when it clicked. I remember I had to do this in the past as well. So yeah, I got it to work, and this is the helicopter. So obviously this is still a prototype. This is by no means a rescue vehicle, but it flies. But I need my joystick for this. Okay, this is by no means a professional setup, because it feels really weird flying the helicopter with throttle and rudder on the same control as my cyclic. But yeah. Okay, so this engine takes a while to start because the clutch is always engaged. It's directly into the rotors. So you're starting the rotors as well as the engine. But yeah, if it makes smoke like that, it's running. Oh, oh, give me tail rotors already! Give me tail rotors already! Why is it not working? Ah, my joystick's popping up. throttle's not working either. Yeah, it's a great disconnected. What will be this? Dead. Am I? No. No controls. This is why you do pre-flight checks. It's the spawner again. That's working. Yours working. Throttle's working. So why is it not working on the vehicle? Why is broken? How do I know if I'm applying throttle? Should be able to see the cycle go up or down. It's not going up or down. I hate when this happens. It's done this before. How did I fix it? There. So you have to use the thumbstick because I've allocated one, or the hat switch. I've allocated the hat switch to throttle up, throttle down. So you have to fiddle with that one, then suddenly the throttle starts working. Let's check your is working. Everything else seems to be working. Okay, cool. Let's try that again. Wait till we see a puff of smoke. More. There's a tail rotor. It's still not working. Why? You need RPM first. I forgot. I'm too patient. This engine needs to start a while. But yeah, now it's flying. The tail is still, I don't know if I need to trim it with a trimming or something, but it's still rolling in the torque all the time. But yeah, this thing, it's just a tail that's annoying, but once you get it flying, it works. So, steady tail. And I've tried fiddling with the gyro as well to see if I can get it better. It doesn't really work. You're constantly fighting the tail. And the wind, turning the wind. But damn. And then he died. Throttle down. The thing is, I haven't set this up for fighting again, so when I'm doing the throttle down, it brings on my engine off, which reduces my authority. You don't want, but now I can handle it. Oh, damn. This thing is less freaking stable than most radio control helicopters I fly. Swear to God. But yeah, this is my strap build. I had internet problems, so I had to restart everything. So I did get some more drop frames again. But now I'm gonna either fiddle with a different version of this or do a quad rotor, because the tail rotor broke. But I'm still not happy with the way this thing flies. I'm sure you can do it better, I don't know. Although at the same time I've got to consider that I'm using it in campaign mode and it needs to be cheap. How do you know what your vehicle cost is again? There. I can definitely afford that in campaign mode. That's a very cheap helicopter. But surely I can get this thing more stable. Because it flies, but it barely freaking flies. And the tail felt like it was different. But it's still low sensitivity, so I don't get it. Also, yesterday, I found that you can actually bump that up all the way. I think we leave the gyro exactly the same. It's just the main rotor amount you change. And then it should be a bit more responsive. Just need to start my mic software. Forgot about that. Ooh. Still gaining RPM, but it already wants to take off. I don't even have the toggle to authority yet. Get out. Does that. It's like, I think it's a win whenever. Oh shit, okay, I broke it. Never mind, let's retry this. Actually pause the music. You can barely hear the engine, but it's running. Oh. What? It hit again? How? I hate when that happens. They should give us a better spawn point on this island. This is one of the coolest islands if it wasn't for the crap helicopter spawning. Maybe if I hover it sideways. I think maybe they can try it sideways. This is so slow. Okay. Try hovering out of there sideways. Oh, that's better. You can tell. I don't know if I need to increase the gyro sensitivity again. It feels like it's gotten worse. The aileron's always got to lean into the wind a bit here because it pushes you towards the mountain. I'll crash into that mountain almost so many times. Pull up, pull up. Fuck. That's close. Sometimes it's response to the sluggish, even with the sensitivity turned up and off. Like there, I actually want to stay in what do you call it, a bank, but it just decides no, let's flip straight up. I think I need to increase the gyro sensitivity some more as well. That's a great land. Fucking pro. Okay, so let's see. We've bumped up the sensitivity by like a lot, but I know if you bump this up, it's going to be real bad. So let's put it to like 25, see what it does. Hey, what's up? Thanks for the ad. I didn't control the ad, unfortunately. But yeah, they are annoying. Sorry, I need to take some coffee. But yeah, this is my helicopter. So it flies. I've just bumped up. Ooh, I can actually feel the cyclic, and the cyclic feels a lot better, far more responsive. But it might be too sensitive because once you start picking up RPM and speed in flight, you might do the shaking. That means the gyro is a bit too much. Well, not too much sensitivity. I guess it is sensitivity in a way. Okay, out of there without smashing my tail again. But yeah, look at that. Much better cyclic authority. It's just this stupid tail that's still annoying.
Hello, motherfucker.
What's up, Captain Nathan? It's flying. Look, it's flying. It doesn't want to, but it has no choice. Oh shit. On too much. I need to adjust it. I need to have a button, a toggle button on my that I need to set it. That once I'm in flight mode, I toggle it, and then it won't go reduce the RPM again. The engine RPM stays fixed, and it only controls cyclic. The collective, I'm the collective. I think I need to do something like that. Flies. Why does it sound like a leap over the stuck throttle? I haven't done any checks to see if I'm actually running in healthy RPMs and temperature ranges, to be honest. So I think it may be overworking a bit, but basically I got modular engines to work. So the problem, what I was doing wrong with modular engines is that you've got, let me turn on the logic view here. You've got your air and your fuel carburetor, or not carburetor, manifold. And the value that you pass into each of them need to be different. You can't use the same throttle value. You need to multiply the air one by 2. So wait, that's the fuel, that's the air one. So the air one needs to be multiplied by 2. For in case you're supercharging the engine, which I'm not, but I still need to do that calculation, and now it works. So that's the mistake I was making with modular engines. And I knew this from the past. I've done this before. I had to go look at some of the stuff. But yeah, I got modular engine to work. Then I built this Skadom, what would you call this? Skadompia. Or Badonkadonk or something. I don't know. But yeah, it flies. That's the thing. That's what's important. But what did I want to adjust now? Oh yes, I wanted to do that thing where the throttle never goes down. How do I do that? I think the best place to do it would be inside the microcontroller that I currently use. This. So in here. This is why I like Stormworks. It's not just a vehicle sim, it's actually you get to program your vehicles, which is really cool. Can you dynamically set fuel mix in flight? Yeah, pretty much. So here's where I calculated. There's my fuel multiplier and my air multiplier. And if the engine is supercharged, I put in a Boolean because I'm not supercharging yet. But when it's supercharged, what you do is you just take fuel multiplier is 1 and air multiplier is 2. So it's a 1-to-2 ratio. If you're using non-supercharged, your fuel needs to be half. And the air, so it's still a 1-to-2 ratio. It's just half of its original value if it's not supercharged. And then you output it, and that actually writes it into your manifolds. But now what I need to do is get another Boolean like this, which checks if I'm in flight mode. Once I've toggled flight mode, then bringing the throttle down will not reduce the engine RPM. It'll keep the engine RPM high, but it'll only bring down my collective pitch. So that, to do that, wait, let's actually start by adding a property. So, yeah, it's a Boolean again. We're gonna chuck this guy over here and add another channel there. 3 channels. Oops. Excuse me. I think I'm getting sick again. Some stupid bug. But okay, so now I've got 3 channels. This channel we shall call flight mode. Its default value is off because we need to toggle it on once we've got the thing off the ground. Okay, so once we feed flight mode into the script over here, that's going to be channel 3. So is flight mode equals channel 3. So what we need to do is look at the remap throttle value, which is that throttle in. Does it give you EGT output? What is EGT? I don't know what EGT is. But also, yeah, sorry, I thought you were Captain Denton. I got your names mixed up because they're both green. For a second, I thought Captain Denton asked that. But you can pretty much, what you can do on your engine, there's a whole bunch of stats you can collect. There's a whole bunch of things, numbers you could pull from everywhere. And then that you could feed into a composite thing and have that composite thing display it on a type of display. So you get displays that can display either numbers, or you get displays that can display composite data. And then those ones I haven't played with yet. I have to do that. Exhaust gas temperature. Can you even measure that? Yes, you should be able to, because you can get a fluid temperature sensor. Then you just put it on the exhaust port. So you should be able to, and then I can display it on the screen. But I assume it's to check if the thing's overheating or cooking or something, because I actually need that information. I need to make sure I'm not melting my engine, that it's going to die mid-flight. Set your mix based on EGT. Oh, I see. Oh, so that's what it's for. Although the only time you actually manually mix your fuel and stuff is if you're running the modular engines. If you're running a standard engine, you don't care about that. It's only the modular engines that's a bit more tricky. But also, apparently, once you start supercharging, the ratio isn't 2-to-1 anymore. So I don't even know if that's going to work. That's why I want to eventually experiment with a supercharged engine and see if I got this ratio right. If it doesn't work, I'm going to have to update it. But yeah, okay, so now we've got our flight mode flag. So if the flight mode is enabled, our throttle value, whatever it goes below half, needs to be applied inversely. However far below half its value is, that amount needs to be applied above half. How do I do this? So you know this value can always only be from 1 to 0. So its half would be 0.5. So if it is flight mode, then we need to take throttle in. Wait. If throttle in is less than 0.5, how do I do this though? If it's less than 0.5 and I take 0.5 less its value, we're going to get the difference. And I need to apply that difference to 0.5. Something like that. 0.5 less throttle in. Throttle in equals... Wait. No. In theory, this should work. Oops. That's not nice. In theory. We haven't multiplied yet, so yeah. You can run the mix rich to use some fuel for cooling. Not sure how realistic this game is. I'm curious to see if you could actually try that. That would be a... But I don't know. I know this thing's full of shit that it might not even start if it's got the wrong ratio. But that you may explain now about running it reach for more cooling, that I know from the radio control engines as well. If you run your engine lean, for example, that thing, its lifetime is reduced and everything because you're running it too hot, whatever. I remember a few oaks that like to push the boundaries of the engines by constantly running it hot. But then the engines are lost. Okay, so we've got this property being captured now. Wait a second. I screwed it up. I think I screwed it up. It shouldn't be a property that you toggle. It should be an input on the microcontroller. No, fuck, I forgot. It should have been an input on the microcontroller, and I can't because the microcontroller is at max size. I can't make it bigger than this. Fuck. Wrote all the code for nothing. Not nothing, I could use it, but it's just this thing doesn't have any Boolean inputs. Fuck, I'm going to save this as a different variant. No, don't override that. Let's just call it tip, whatever. Time to break out the complex math and calculate the cosine ramp up curve for mixing. I don't know if I'm going to go that far. Not yet. At least I don't think the game has any of that stuff unless you start doing the supercharging. I haven't read enough to know for sure. What did I do now? OBS is already running. I didn't mean to open it. My bad. But yeah, I don't know, like, if the ratio when you supercharge is a fixed ratio, or whether it's also something that you need to calculate on a curve. But I want to find out. I want to get the supercharging tool. Previously, just to test, what I did was you just take an electric pump and you'd put it on your air intake, and that's a way of supercharging. But the right way to do is to put an impeller pump on your crankshaft and then link its output to your intake, your air intake. Then it like forces a shit ton of air in, which is pretty cool. But we'll get there one day. Okay, so how do I fix this microcontroller problem? I've saved it. I don't need to update the current one. I don't have room, you see. if I take off select mode, there's no room for a 2x2 or something, unless well, technically there is. It's just that I wanted that one to ship with the engine. So save the engine as a modular part that I can load. Which is cool. Okay, so that can remain as is. We're just going to remove this one then. Make a 2x2 one that has an input for flight mode and make it helicopter specific. Yeah, let's do that. Let's go back here. Ooh woo. What's up, Techno? Pedo pumps. Pedo pumps. Yes, pedos do pump. No. What did I say? What's it called? Impeller pump. An impeller pump. Yeah, that's the one. Pedo pump. Okay, this needs to be 2x2. Wait, where do you set the size here? Then we need one Boolean input. Yes. We call this flight mode. And then we go here. There's flight mode there. Okay, so this one we're removing. We're adding flight mode instead. And that should fix it. Okay, so we save this one. Modular engine. Throttle mixer. Why can't I make hyphens? That's silly. Underscore. I can make underscores. Weird. Okay. So now we make that one. No, I forgot the name. God damn it. Can I see the full name? Show me the full name. Wait, the one with the Boolean. Which one's that? Why do I not see it? Why do I not see it? What did I screw up? How do I not see it? Is there something else wrong here? Oh, I forgot to move this. It's broken. That's why. I'm an idiot. I'm an idiot. Ah, wow again. Nice. Impeller. I hardly knew her. Impaler. Yeah, don't take that too literal. Okay, this is the one. Save, overwrite, close. Now it should show up. Ow. Is it still broken? Oops. It's not possible. Maybe the underscore is messing with it. Maybe the underscore in the name doesn't, or makes it that it doesn't work. I don't know. The fuck. Oh, it's got the same name here. That's why. That one can also take hyphens. So let's do this. Draw little robot. Beep, bop, bop. Oops. And then a helicopter. How would you draw a helicopter? Something like that. Wait. Save it. Now you should be able to identify it. There it is. What do you know? Now, hotkey number 2 is the one we'll link to that. And then, which throttle do we feed in here? The one directly from Axis 3. Throttle in, and then we need our air out and fuel out. That one is air, so that would be fuel. Fuel out, air out. And then go to select mode. There's some properties. It's not supercharged. Remapping is done, so that's right. Okay. How did I do that freaking, what's the name again? That mathematics, something tells me I might have done it wrong. Wait, yes. No. Larger value minus smaller value to get the difference. No, that's right. I guess we'll figure it out in flight now. I just need to set this one's hotkey number 2 to be a toggle. Yes. Let's test this out. But yeah, how's the WoW going, Techno? Are you winning? Also, do you still play hardcore? Have you played hardcore since last time we played? What's going on? Oh no, it's running. I didn't see the smoke at first. Oopsie. Okay, so in theory, if I switch flight mode on now... What was that sound? Was that in game? No way that was in game. Okay, if I bring my throttle down, the RPM should increase. That does seem to be happening. If I turn flight mode off, RPM decreases. Flight mode on, RPM increases. That's perfect. Seems to be working. Forward, city helicopter. So now if I go throttle down all the way, my pitch just changes, and I still have full rotor authority. That's perfect. That's much better than it used to be. Okay, let's go. Ah! I'm gonna crash. Almost. Freaking tail though. One, pull itself straight up. That must be the mission. What? The stupid BattleNet thing just freaking stole focus. I'm gonna crash. I can't see. What happened? It's all BattleNet's fault. God damn it. Why can't I see anymore? I guess I need to drown and respawn. At least this is creative mode. Thank God it's creative mode. I think the helicopter should be smoking during operation. Would 2-day-old coffee be safe to drink? Too lazy to go make fresh ones. If it's got milk in it, I wouldn't suggest it. I think at that point the milk would have like started, the chemicals would have like broken apart or whatever. What do you call it? I don't know if it'll taste sour, but I think it'll do that. To make new coffee, I would actually agree, yeah. Smoke trail, in fact, looks like it's leaking oil by dozens of liters a second. I think it's actually how Stormworks does it. It's RPM specific. So I just have to actually turn it off on the helicopter. Which one was it? This one. This is a modified one. So what you can do is select the exhaust and then tell it to not spawn particles. Which I think might be better. I'm going to do that. Because then it's not as blinding. It's been sitting in a coffee pot. Okay, well, coffee pot implies no milk, so then I think it should be fine. Just reheat. Yeah, yeah. But yeah, coffee pot isn't worth wasting, so I guess in that case I would say reheat. Probably drinkable, but won't taste that good. I don't know. 2 days on isn't that bad. But you won't find coffee sitting in my house for 2 days. Not even, it won't even last an hour. See, my last sip. You see. Oh shit, I should have let go of the starter. I forgot. I was like, why does it sound so funny? Because I'm still holding the starter. I think I put the mold when I read it. It tastes less bitter. Yeah, that'll do it. And what was I tasting again? Oh, the smoke. Tail rotor, stay straight. My bona fide computer needers, gonna lie. You think we can go inverted? Are we gonna flip it? We're gonna flip it, boys. Let's see if we can flip it. I wonder if it will invert. Wait, I need to enable flight mode first, right? Get some altitude first. Okay, here goes. So invert it. It won't invert. It won't invert. It won't invert. Holy shit! It won't invert. Why won't it invert? Not invert backwards. We're inverted. We're inverted. We're inverted. It won't stay there. It's dropping. No. It won't remain inverted. Damn it. That's pretty cool though, that I can invert it like that. I'm picking up some fruity notes on the palate. Finely aged brew. The only problem is reheating it gets rid of all the alcohol, so you kind of undid your creation. The best part of your creation, I guess. How did I respawn? Oh, I just drowned. Listen to the drowning sound. Sounds like a chipmunk drowning. But yeah, I actually managed to flip it inverted. It's just that negative pitch didn't work. Why did the negative pitch not work? Wait, I don't think the gyro... I think it's the gyro. The gyro is probably... the gyro wasn't intended for crazy punters like me, I guess. I wonder if I bypass pitch and roll on the gyro. So axis 1 is roll. That's axis 1. Let's put it directly on there, and then axis 2 is pitch. Put it directly on pitch. I'm super curious what this is going to do. So collective and tail rotor is still on the gyro. The roll and pitch is not. Well, I suspect it's not going to work because this shit normally does not work. I can't see smoke to know if the engine has started. Yeah, it started. Enable flight mode immediately, bring the RPM to full speed with negative pitch. Whoa, 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 whoa! Holy shit! That is flight mode first. Because this thing's gonna go nuts the moment I turn around and hit it. Yeah. Okay, that is way too... Oh, but I bumped it up to 100%, so the gyro naturally brought that value down a lot. It used to be 10% by default. Let's bring it back down to 10. Okay, let's see what this does. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, yeah, that's not really controllable. Although, it's very clear to me I'll be able to invert it much quicker. Much easier. But the collective won't allow me to do that. It's just that without a gyro though, it's so... I don't know, it's unrealistic. IRL you can fly without a gyro. It's going to be a bit harder to control. But it's doable. 'Too sensitive and it's why does it seesaw like that? Why does it seesaw like that? So I need the gyro. Why does it do that though? I wonder if it's because the collective pitch is still on the gyro now, it's messing around. But if I don't have them all on gyro, then it's like literally impossible to fly. And we could try it. Now that we know we've got a flying machine, just mess with the controls. Which one was it? Throttle, right? Throttle directly to collective. Yes. Because that's it as a negative value. Okay, let's see what this does. Like a million times worse, I think. But yeah, this isn't realistic. Well, I don't know about real helicopters, but with radio control helicopters, you can fly without the flybolus controller. So you don't need a gyro. It's like, it just makes it a lot easier. Okay, fine. We'll put everything back on the gyro. Roll. Which one was roll? That one. Stabilized roll. I can't see what that is. That's RPS. There's stabilized roll. That one. Okay. Pitch is axis 2. That one. Wait. Which one's pitch then? That one. Stabilized pitch. That one. And then stabilized up down. That's the one. And then we can bump the sensitivity up again on these. Yeah. Just make sure I got it back to normal. Didn't mess anything else up. I've got no collector, no cyclic gun. I've got no cyclic. What's wrong here? No cyclic roll of pitch. What did I mess up? What did I mess up? I have no roll in pitch. Axis 1, that's axis 3. That's, I think I mapped the wrong one. Axis 1 is roll. That's not written to anything. That's where the problem is. Axis 1 is roll. Stabilized roll, that is mapped. Axis 2 is pitch. That's also not mapped to anything. How did I mess this up? Huh. Pitch and then stabilized pitch. Stabilized collective. Yes, that is right. That should work. How did I mess that up? Sounds like a mosquito. Kind of, because it's high RPM. I don't know if it started now. Sounds that way. Yeah. Did it though? Oh, I'm not in flight mode, that's why. There we go. I shall call it the mosquito. Captain Denton just found a name for it. The mosquito. But look at how I gained altitude just from wind. There's boats there, by the way. Negative pitch, full negative pitch, and it's barely descending. But it flies a lot better now that I've increased the pitch and roll sensitivity. safe landing, flight mode off. I need a kill switch for the engine as well. A kill switch. So right now the clutch is just hard coded to always be on. My kill switch should actually disengage the clutch as well as kill the engine. But the engine is still going to take a while to die though because it's got a flywheel on it. Unless you can break it somewhat, you can break the engine. Maybe if you put a different load on it. But no, that sounds like you're overcomplicating it then. But yeah, it flies. It flies. The Mosquito. Wait, what does a Mosquito look like? More or less like this, I guess. I'll call it the Mosquito then. You chose the name, Captain Denton. The Mosquito, and then we can delete the old one. That one. Okay, and then I want to start working on quadcopter. I don't know how that's going to work, but I'm curious. I started last night. I just placed the engine so far. It's the same engine that I'm using in that helicopter that I flew now. I just need to get 4 rotors on here, and then I don't know if this game has any form of support for quad rotors or whether I'm going to have to do all the mixing myself. But the funny thing is I've already written code for that for my microcontrollers, so I can just use similar code in the game, which should work. I'm honored. Nice. I'm not missing anything on Kik or YouTube, am I? The chat disconnected? How did that happen on YouTube? Hey, no bots on Kik today. What a miracle. Well, so far, no bots. But yeah, I'm quite happy with how that helicopter turned out. So I'm going to make coffee quick and then I'll start building with a multi-rotor, which I think this one's going to be fun. Okay. Let's jump back in. Now, a quadcopter, the thing is, so 4 rotors are pretty straightforward. The mixing of the values. If I do it the way I did it with my STM32, I'll have the throttle, pitch, roll, and yaw as 4 individual channels, and then calculate the output to each individual motor separately. Well, I think for a starter test, to not overcomplicate things, let's go electric engine. Is there any way you can delete everything? Like so, there we go. Okay, so now I've got an empty canvas, which we can... What is that? It sounded like a bell. Like you caught a bell. Now you can build on this. So for quad rotor, I think it's pretty straightforward. We just take a few cubes. And I can't draw cubes, can I? Because I've got nothing to place it against. Oh, God. Forgot about that. Hold up. Need at least 1 block. You can never have an empty canvas. Okay, we can actually leave the symmetry plane on. How do you move it again? Huh. Let's start with this thing pretty big. We have plenty of power. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oopsie. Come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so now it's a 19 by 19 in theory. 9, 18, 19. That's right. Okay. wonder if you can use small. Might not be good enough. Let's use medium. This is going to be one hell of a quadrotor. Gonna grab lunch, BRB. Cool. Just made lunch. I had lunch just before stream. Well, technically it's still breakfast for me because I slept so late. Does this look symmetrical? Yeah, I guess it does. Okay. Trying to think if I should gearbox the propellers or not. On the helicopter, I found that we'll put a gearbox anyway, just in case. But I suspect we won't need to. I think a 1-to-1 ratio might just work. Wait, what? There. Now, let's look at propellers. So I saw this one. This one has 50,000 force, right? This is the one we use on our other helicopters. This one has 10,000. So 4 of these will be 40,000 force. So it's going to be almost as powerful as that one. But there's more. I don't know what these types are. Do they spin inversely of each other? How much force do these have? 120,000. That's a shit ton. Too much power. So there's rotor and rotor end. These two work together. So now I'm wondering if this was specifically designed for quadcopters where one spins in the opposite direction. Turn off symmetry for now. We see which direction it spins. I assume clockwise, judging by the blades. So this is the regular one. This is the end one. Also clockwise. So they both run clockwise, which means... Wait. You can flip it. No. That actually works. Oh, you just press U. Okay, so you just press U and it inverts it. Okay. Actually, this one should be clockwise. That one should be counterclockwise. And this one should be counterclockwise. And this one should be clockwise. This pilot, I guess there's enough room. But yeah, I think the hardest part of this whole thing is going to be the programming. Although I have code that's done something similar before for the STM32. That's C++ code. I'm going to have to convert to LUA. When you want to sneeze, but it's not sneezing. Okay, so I think for a basic test, where's my center of mass? Right there. So I'm going to put the pilot chair. I don't know how its center of mass is. That looks good. Want to do that, then we want a throttle remapper, the OG one that I wrote, this one. Oh shit, I forgot batteries. Let's do like 4. Wait. That throttle remapper isn't the one that takes... That's a safe one. That's the one that takes occupancy into consideration. We need this one, actually. Because it doesn't really matter where you place it. The center of mass isn't that big of a deal. Okay. Do I need anything else? I don't think so. Okay, so throttle remains as is. We don't have a start button. Put these on neutral pitch by default. Oh wait, I forgot the gearboxes also need power. Okay, that's the power. Now our throttle axis 3 goes in there, then it gets remapped. And output 2. For now, we're just going to test one throttle value just to see if we can get this thing to actually take off and what it does, how stable it is. So there's our throttle. What is this? It's occupied sensor. So that when we climb off, it won't cause the throttle to go back to 50% and take off. But in theory, this should work. Let's see what it does. Something is wrong. My rear rotors. No, they're spinning the right way. That's right. Okay. Oh, you see, it won't do shit even with full speed because we don't have corrective pitch yet. So pitch, we just feed directly from the throttle, which is that one, axis 3. How's it not taking off? Oh, there it goes. Look at that. Look how stable this thing is. Holy shit. It just hovers on its own, mostly. Look at that. Holy shit. That's impressive. Imagine how easy this is going to be to fly. Holy shit. Can't wait to get this up and running. This thing's going to be super stable. Huh. It's more stable than my hopes at least. Yeah, same here, kind of. But it does seem to be leaning back a bit. I don't know if that's the wind, or whether it's just maybe the center of mass being a bit wrong. But yeah, that's really impressive. Now, if we get the mixing to work, holy shit, this thing's gonna work so well. I'm gonna open my STM32 code here. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go display capture. Wait, do I even have that code on this computer? I don't think I do. Wait, where's OBS? Oopsie, wrong button. My bad. D, that's the one. Turn off display capture quick. This game capture. There we go. Okay, so I'm looking for that. I want to see if I've got the code for the STM32 quadcopter mixing. Otherwise, I'll just rewrite it. I figured it out before. I'll figure it out again. But yeah, I'm really impressed with how stable this thing is. Just out the box, no freaking running around like a helicopter, none of that. Wait a second. Without controlling individual motor speeds, we may be able to link our pitch and yaw. I wonder if this is going to work. Hold up. So the 1 is roll. Axis 1 is roll. That's axis 2. That's axis 1. So that's pitch, that's roll. 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 Okay, that's axis 1. That's axis 2. There. Pitch. Pitch. More pitch and more pitch. I wonder if this is going to work. Let's find out. If this works, it's going to be very weird, because I don't think in real life something like this could work. If you think about it, you've got two rotors. If one of them gives cycling, it can't do anything because it's just gonna, it's not going to be able to do anything. Maybe it'll affect it a bit, but I don't know. It actually works. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Super sensitive, but it works. Whoa. Hold up, this is fun. I probably broke it a bit there. Let's just respawn it. Pasta with meat sauce and lettuce. That sounds nice. I just had a sandwich, a cheese and ham sandwich. Okay, let's try this again. No yaw though. Our roll doesn't work either. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Roll doesn't work either. Why is that? Maybe it's just the nature of how this thing is set up. Axis 1 is roll. And it's connected to every roll. So yeah, it's just the nature of how it's set up, I guess. The roll, in fact, the roll causes other weird shit to happen. Keep it on 50%. See what happens if we decrease to 2 blades. Did I disconnect again? Where's my touch player controller? Ooh, look at that drop frames. How did that happen? When did that happen? Holy shit. That's some seriously bad drop. I guess that was recent. That's why the touch player was messed out. How am I? Oh, I thought I would have it. Power to take off even because of the two propellers. Whoa, 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 whoa! This thing is super sensitive. But yeah, roll doesn't work. Pitch works, but it's hypersensitive. Okay, so yeah, we're not gonna use the individual pitch and roll on the rotors. We're just gonna control motor speed. That's how we're gonna do this. So we're gonna have 4 inputs, 4 outputs. 4 inputs being throttle, pitch, roll, yaw, and the outputs being for each individual motor. It's gonna be a pretty big microcontroller. Create a new one. Four number inputs. Throttle, yaw, pitch, and roll. Okay, gonna be our 4 inputs. I might as well create the other 3. Four inputs, 4 outputs. I'm confused. Oh, the name is input, but it's an actual output. Okay, so the first output would be front left motor. Oops, wrong one. No, that is the right one. Sorry. Front right motor. Rear left motor. Can't use home and end. And then rear right motor. Okay, that's our 4 inputs, 4 outputs. Okay, so now let me think. I'm going to use AlioA script definitely, so I'm going to need composite rights. Composite right number. 4 channels. I'm going to do this the same as my receiver, just to make it easier. So it's roll first, pitch second, throttle third, and yaw fourth. Okay, so that writes it into a composite. We add our AlioA script, pump in a composite over there. Then we are going to read Composite read numbers again. I'll just tell this thing to have multiple channels. That sucks. So it was front left. That's the first one. Okay, this one's going to be channel 2. Oops. This one's going to be channel 3. This one's going to be channel 4. Front left, front right. Rear left, rear right. Okay. So there's all our inputs, there's all our outputs. Now we just got to write the actual script. Let me load one of my other ones. I'm too lazy. Too lazy to write all the code, so I'll just copy. Because I might probably need a lot of this anyway. Something like that. Okay. Trying to think now. Let's just see. We were looking for that code, right? Which I think is in here. No, I don't think it's this project. Oh, that code is on Linux. It's not on my Windows machine. So I'm going to have to write it from scratch. But I have an idea of how it needs to be done. Think about this for a second. Wait, did we use remap throttle or not? Did save this, right? Yeah, we remapped the throttle, which is good because it inherits that occupancy safety thing. So which means any output to the motor can only happen if the throttle value is ever bigger than 0. Well, bigger than 0. In this case, it's decimal. Number on channel 1, that's going to be roll. I do comment here, / I think it was double, yeah, there we go. So keep that for reference in case I forget how it's written. Pitch. Throttle input. And yaw. Okay, so there's our numbers. Let's start everything with 0 for now. Front right throttle. Rear left throttle and rear right. Then if throttle input, previous variable was also named throttle input, we could have kept it. If this is greater than 0, then we calculate our values and write it to that, to the rear left, rear right throttle, whatever. Then we need to do this. First one would be front left throttle. Oh, come on, why does control navigate not work? 2, 3, 4. It's going to be front right. That one's going to be rear left. And rear right. Oh, come on. Okay. So how did I do this in the STM32 code? I took the throttle value, assigned it as a base for each motor's output. I would then look at whether we've got pitch or roll values and apply them positively or negatively to that initial value. Do the same with, well, I do it with pitch, do it with roll, and then I'd also do it with yaw. But in this case, I'm just going to ignore yaw. We start with pitch and roll only. Cyclic, that's our most important ones. Would have been nice to have my STM32 code as an example, because I did all this stuff there. But I thought of it before, so it should be easy to think of again. Ah. Because this code alone is enough to map our throttle. So there's going to be no pitch and roll mixing, but it's going to map our throttle. So this we can now save. But actually, let's give that one a symbol. Make it look pretty. Something like that. Oops. That's a little quadcopter. Wannabe quadcopter. It's a fucking skew anyway. Could have drawn it 1 pixel up at least. Good enough, I guess. There's one big microcontroller. Why can't I put it on the batteries? What do you mean I can't put it on the batteries? So keeping our throttle remapper. I guess I'll just put it in front then. Center of mass is still okay, I guess. Okay, so now we go to logic. So we're going to put our throttle, which is axis 3, that one, into throttle. Okay, front left. Wait. I'm wondering, I'm still going to keep collective, right? What's, oh, that's the gearbox. I'm still going to keep collective, so I'm just going to disconnect those. What? Wait. Which one's this bound to? Okay, so now I've only got collective on there, which comes directly from throttle, so that's correct. I also forgot that throttle needs to be the remap value, not the... That's the one. Needs to be the remapped value. And then... Okay, so that's front left, rear right, or is front right there? Rear right, rear left, rear right, over there. Okay, so this should in theory still work exactly like it did before without the pitch. Still works. So still got our collective pitch, still got our motor output. We've got stable flight. Not stable by no means. But it also worked a lot better with a 4 blade, so I think we'll put that back. Okay. So edit this. Actually, I want to do this front left. How did I do this? Front left. Doesn't matter. Orientation doesn't really matter as long as it works. Don't need this function in here. Do I? I might need to clamp. Some of these values might go negative, I think. But yeah, I don't need the remapping function. So basically, we gotta say we want to do the pitch one. We got to look at the pitch input, how far it is from the center point. And then we take that amount and apply to the throttle output positively to the one side, negatively to the other side. And if we have a math.absolute function here, where it'll take a positive value if there's a negative. I wonder. LUA math.absolute. Is there such a thing? ABS function. There is such a thing. Oh no, it is math.abs. Math.abs. So let's think the pitch will always be -1 to +1. But that that makes it easy because I just don't know what's positive, what's negative. I might have to invert it. We could actually add, but it's such a mission. You can add properties to the microcontroller to invert individual channels. Then I have to pipe that logic through. Now I'm not going to do that now. I'll come change the code if I need to invert it. Switch back to Twitch here. Okay, so we've got our pitch value. Let's take like 1/4 of it. And then the front motors, we applied positively. The rear motors, we applied negatively. Why? I can't shift select. So we do that for front right and front left. And then rear, we do it inversely. Wait, I fucked up. Front left throttle. This I have to change. Those two negative, the other two positive. That's just pitch. Let's see what that does. Should be seeing a difference already, I think. It's not doing anything. Oh, I'm gonna crash. It's not doing anything. Did I even hook up the pitch? I don't think I hooked up the pitch, that's why. Which is axis 2. Axis 2. Axis 1 is roll. And axis 4 is yaw. Let's see. That might fix it. See a difference in engine speed. It's still not doing anything though. Nah, it's not doing anything. Why? It's broken. Let's just double check our logic. Got a pitch coming in from axis 2. That is right. This is not outputting to anything, is it? Wait, where's the throttle values coming from? That one's got the same motor. That's a problem. This is rear right. Which is that one. This one is front right. Yeah. Okay, I messed that up, but that wouldn't have been the problem though. I doubt. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4. I do have the right channels. One, two, three, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. What am I doing wrong? Oh wait, you know what? It always needs to be a plus. No. I forgot about the math.absolute thing. No, this is right. So regardless, whether that's a positive or negative value, it's going to apply positively or negatively there. So if it's a negative value here, it applies it inversely. If it's a negative value here, it applies it additively. It's not that I've got some error, is it? Set number, everything looks right. Oh, woo. Abrit 97, welcome in. What's up? So yeah, this definitely should work as far as I can tell. We should be seeing a difference from our pitch input apply to our throttle, to our motor outputs. Whoa, I think I am seeing a difference now. Okay, it's just very small. Okay, wait, it's working. I think it's working. It's just that I wasn't applying it quick enough. I can actually see a difference, but fuck, it's a small difference. All this thing is going to be very sluggish. But yeah, we have elevator control. We have no roll, which means it's drifting to the side and not doing anything about that. I can keep it from hovering forward or backwards. So that's pretty cool. We've got elevator control. We just need rotor, aileron next. That's pretty cool. It's working. And it doesn't need to be inverted. It's actually working correct, which is surprising. Okay, now we need to do the same with roll. In fact, we could probably just apply this directly. Oh wait, no, let's keep it as is in case I even do need to step it down. But for now, I'm just going to apply one, which means its value is not technically going to change. So that's fine. Stream died again. Oh God, why? To Mumbai. That usually seems to solve something because Vox is useless. It's usually a Vox Twitch problem. But yeah. Hopefully it stays up this time. YouTube still going. Kick still going. By the looks of it. I don't know why Twitch does this. It's just YouTube and Kick, that's fine. Twitch always gives me shit. I have no idea why. But anyway, okay, so I'm not sure if this part was seen on stream, but I got the pitch to work, so I'm going to repeat the same process. Step 4, roll. Oops, I also spelled that wrong. Pith difference. Okay, so now I've got a roll difference where we're going to do something similar. Except at the front left is going to get positive, front right is going to get negative. Rear left is going to get positive, rear right is going to be negative. And it should be roll diff, not pitch diff. Come on. Piece of shit Vox had it. Probably, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised because it's always like when that happens, YouTube and Kick are fine. It's just Twitch, and I know that that issue is usually between Twitch and between the Twitch and Vox stuff. It's like the what do you call it? The route between from Vox to Twitch is different than what everyone else uses, and then it fucks out or something. Okay, in theory, we should now have a roll unless it's inverted. What I'm going to do is just save this one again and update. Yes. Spawn. Okay, now the question is my roll going to be correct or inverted? It's actually correct. Oh, shit. Oh. Now pitch is inverted. Hold on. The roll is correct by the looks of that. The pitch is inverted. Edit this guy. Edit the script. So pitch is inverted, so that's going to be negative. That's going to be negative, and then this is going to be positive. Positive. Okay, let's see if this works. Wish me luck. In theory, I should have pitch and roll it. I should be able to hover this guy. So far, so good. Whoa, whoa, too much, whoa. I think the values apply a little bit too much though, because if I'm doing pitch and roll together, there are occasions where the motors actually looks like it stands still. But so far, yeah, you see, once it once it does that, it's a bit much. I mean, it basically seems to work, but I don't know. Why did I just take damage? Oh, because I'm freezing? Screw you, game. Can take it outside. Whoop. Once it goes sideways, it's very hard to get it to recover. Shit. See, it has a lot to do with throttle though. Because the moment I play with pitch or something, then it's like at a... I wonder if we should keep our collective pitch maxed out all the time. I think for now, let's do that. Let's add a constant number. And then we don't have collective pitch. Okay, so now the pitch is positive all the time. That is good, yeah. How long before it tries to take off? You're almost immediately, the motor barely starts spinning and it tries to take off. That's not good. I'm just gonna die any second now anyway. Whoa, but yeah, you can definitely see the pitch in action there. Incapacitated. Do a barrel roll. I don't even have to try Captain It, then it does those on its own. Such a good quadcopter. So I also can't increase the motor RP, the rotor RPM. I should actually maybe try that. Much higher RPM might give me much better sensitivity. I wonder if I should try that. So, okay, we're hooking collective back up to the throttle, which is axis 3. And then we're increasing the RPM for the gearboxes. Okay, let's do that. 2 to 1 for now. Okay. So I've got significantly higher RPM on the rotors, double the RPM. I'm not noticing any pitch or roll input difference. The one motor stops, but it's like, whoa, 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 bro, what are you doing? Stupid quadcopter. That's not a pilot error, I promise. Just spawn this thing freaking outside for me. Let's do this, I want to actually see. Save this guy, and then go to the main menu, start a new creative game. I want a different island. There's creative base, but it just says creative base, not creative mode. So how do you know if it's creative mode? I think that's the one I need. Isn't there one specific to helicopters? Custom base heli, that's one. Is creative mode an add-on or what? How does this work? I don't know if it's creative mode now though. That's a thing. Sandbox environment, career or creative. That doesn't say much. Let's see, maybe it is creative. Because eventually I'll go use my vehicles in career mode and play with them. I just want to design them first. And that's a process that costs a lot of money if you're playing career mode. So R&D happens in creative mode. BRB. Let's see if this is creative mode. This is a heli base? What? They're not wrong. It cost 12,000. The fuck? Bro, I'm down here. What? It doesn't smell. Really? I'm down here. Maybe I need to move the vehicle. I think I need to bring it down. How do you do this again? Wait. Was it disabled? Why can't I move it? I don't understand. What's wrong with it? Why can't I move it? None of these vehicles can be moved. Why? Do I have other bases I can fast travel to? No, I don't. This is career mode. This isn't creative, I think. How do we know? Oops. I thought it would ask me first or show me the mode. Well, let's see if we can travel to other islands here. No, we can't. So creative mode still has this kind of stuff. Do I have money though? How do I know if I have money? I guess I don't have money. How would I go about purchasing land now? Or acquiring land? Maybe I just need to go there and do something with it. Wait. In here it shows you how much you got, doesn't it? Or if you open this. I don't have money, so I assume everything's free. Hold up. Let's load the actual helicopter and fly to another island. Go buy an island. Go take an island. Gotta go, my boy. Cool. Thanks for popping in, Techno. I appreciate it, man. Have a good day. And have fun with whatever you're doing. I gotta decide where to go now. Places I can take. How do I have vehicles lying all over the place? All the vehicles are trash. I didn't even realize that. That's kind of funny. But probably need a compass on this guy. Maybe I shouldn't. Or GPS. What do you? It's called GPS, isn't it? Is it this? But we have compasses as well. So keep the ball. Do the ball. But I want to do the GPS as well. Hold up. Okay, let's see how we're going to do this. Oh, come on. What's this thing's orientation? Like that? I don't know what this orientation is. I assume like that. Yeah, that looks right, I guess. GPS coordinates can actually remain as is. Let's rename that to X and Y. Okay. Didn't check the center of mass now. Hold up. Moved forward quite a bit. So technically, we're nose heavy now. To compensate for that, normally I just move the actual rotor head forward, which might be the better option. Screw it, I'm not going to bother with that now. Let's just test it. Okay, so we've got our X and our Y. Okay, let's see if I can fly it without visibility. I need a helicopter. It's ultimately to fly like this. It's like flying a fighter. I don't know if I'm going to hit anything. working. Something quick. Fucked it up now. It's just for getting out of the hangar, I'll fly different and then I'll change my view. Well, I can change my view only when I need to look at the instruments. Okay, we're out of the hangar. Now, let's actually see if we land it again. Because I couldn't hit the car right now. Let's just show you. So now what I'm trying to figure out is my heading. North would be towards that. We're almost facing south. Yeah. Where do we want to go though? Keep going west. Oh, I can see these places quite good. But also, previously it didn't show me on the map like this. That's why I was having a hard time. Now that it shows me, I don't even need to pick the navigation system. So I guess we're heading west. Some island over there. Does not want to stay in place. That's the starter option. I think that's the starter option. Starter back to the right house. I wonder if I should be trimming the tail right here. The sticker is looking at the window. I think that's the starter option. So what is called, so it's just fork pushing. I thought the gyro was supposed to prevent that chip. Very cheap. Hey, what's up, Anna? I got my helicopter now, I'm flying it. Come to my compass. It's weird because the background music. Oh really? Wait, is it maybe the game could be that I've got the transition studio. Or that, or I messed up my mic thing. No, it's just into the game capture is too loud. Oh shit. Thanks for letting me know, I didn't even realize that. It's been down so much there. Is that better? How come game capture is so loud though? It's weird. Seems better. Shit, I didn't even realize this game capture is that loud. But yeah, thanks for letting me know. Fortunately, it pauses. Oh shit, stick. Okay, let's see. Still need to head west. I don't even know how much fuel I have on me. Huh. Let's hope I don't run out of fuel. Slowly but surely we're getting there. There's a boat nearby. Where's that boat? There somewhere. Should be flying straight towards it now. There, I see it. Oh, it's like a hospital boat or something. That's pretty cool. Oh shit. But if you're still there, Hannah, is the audio better now? Hopefully it's better. Here's something I can buy right in front of me. This item I can buy. I definitely want higher RPM on this thing though, because I feel like I can be flying a lot faster, but the moment you increase your RPM, your gyro sensitivity goes up. And the moment that happens, you have to play with a whole bunch of settings again. Is this a starter island? How is this purchase? Oh, this is the same one where I spawned earlier that said it's a helicopter base. Oh, little trash. Trying to do an actual nice landing. But let's just do that. Thing is, the moment I get off this, it's gonna start taking off again. Shit. Am I right? I think this thing's gonna start taking off the moment I get up. Yeah. No, don't do this, helicopter. Don't do this. Oh, it's broken. No, it can't take off even if it wanted to. But now, how do you buy this? Purchase. Okay, you see infinite money. Okay, cool. So I can purchase this. There we go. What do you mean? Remove vehicle from zone. What do you mean? Why is this not available? Why can't I use this vehicle here? Can I do this? Where am I? Over here. Click to return to workbench. Which workbench did you take me to? Oh god. Why? Fortunately, there's fast travel. The mosquito. Okay, what else did I want to change? Oh, I wanted to see my fuel levels. Also, are we even charging? Do we have an alternator on here? Yes, we do have an alternator, so we're charging the battery. So I don't really need the GPS coordinates, but especially... Yeah, okay, hold up. Let's get rid of the GPS. Wait, to try. I never know how these things need to be positioned. Okay, the number is going to have to be all the fuel added together. Well, technically we don't have to calculate the average, right? I'm assuming it sucks from each tank. Evenly. Content in liters. So it's not percentage based. How much does such a tank contain? Do they tell you? No. Well, it's got a mass of 6. I don't know if that applies here. Mass of 6. Okay, well, let's do this then. Oops. Just take one of them and output its value to that. Not again. Oh god. Can I... Still can't move the vehicle. Okay, hold up. To do this, I think I might need to fast travel back there. This one I can move, you see. I don't know why I can't move it at that other base. See if it spawns correctly now. What? Now it loads it mid-air again? That's bullshit. This base is stupid. No man, that can't be right. Does this happen to any vehicle you open? Like there's a starter boat, yeah, it spawns mid-air. So you can't move it no matter what. What if you spawn this here? It just stays floating mid-air. No man, this game is stupid. How is this realistic? I guess the spawn point is buggy. We're looking for a new island then, I guess. But how do we... If you could tell which ones are purchasable easier. Let's just fast travel back to that one. Okay, so what I wanted to try with the Mosquito was doubling the RPM or some shit. Now, when that happens, everything becomes extremely sensitive. So, well, those can remain as is. I think it's just a gyro. Let's bring this back down to 10%. Oh wait, no, let's actually see what happens if it's on 25, just out of curiosity first. So I know the tail rotor is definitely going to do weird shit. Let's first see. Did I forget about the change to the fuel thing? I guess I did. How did I fuck that up? I never saved it afterwards, that's why. Okay, so now I've got a shit ton more RPM on our rotor head. You can actually see the way it jitters, it's too sensitive with all this RPM. The gyro. See what happens if we put it on 10%. Also, we can probably bring these down a bit because higher RPM. Let's first put them on 50 and see what happens. But yeah, higher RPM should give us a better response, which means we don't need that degree of sensitivity, hopefully. Okay, let's see what happens. Cyclic is still behaving very weird, or the gyro in general. Oh, it's going pretty good, thanks, Anna. And yourself? Busy with work. But yeah, busy is good, so. Where those back on 100%, and then the gyro, what if we make it like 5% or some shit? Like some very little value. I mean, the tail rotor is problematic, but I don't know. Looking at your stream in BG. Cool. Appreciate it. Are we getting RPM now? Can't hear. Okay. Whoa, 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 whoa. What did I do? I'm an idiot. But it sounds like my engine's not spinning. Oh, it's still gaining RPM. Why was it struggling like that though? Oh, with double the RPM on the rotor, obviously it's going to take a bit longer once you put load on it. Because of the, well, additional load. Yeah, it just takes longer now, that's all. Nah, that cyclic still doesn't feel right. I think my RPM is too high now or something. I don't know. Definitely doesn't feel right. It's far less responsive than it should be. That back on 25. Nah, let's leave it 1-1. I wanted to check my fuel content, but nah. Okay, let's go see if we can find another island to buy stuff with. I'm thinking, how do you know that? I assume, oh, there, multiplayer base, Olsen Bay, North Harbour, Old Town, Low Rig, Seafort, Airstrip base. Maybe we should fly to that one. It's all the way west mostly. Oh wait, but that's why I wanted higher RPM, because I want to fly faster. Surely that's achievable though. Or maybe if I increase the number of blades or the blade size or some shit. Just out of curiosity. I want to see what happens when I do this. It's probably going to overload the shit out of the tail rotor, but I'm curious. Can actually bump up its count as well, just to accommodate that change, hopefully. Let's see what that does. Oops, didn't need to take off just yet. Okay, let's see what this does. Feels stable. Ah, rotor hit the roof. I hate when that happens, but damn it. Are we running? I guess we are running. Okay, let's rather exit the hangar sideways again, because I tend to have better success that way. I'm gonna hit the front, I think. Oh, oh, oh. I don't know if I hit anything there, but the heli still seems fine, so I guess we're good. Okay, wait, which way are we flying now? That way, basically. No, that's south. I need to go west. Whoa. That's east. What the fuck? How am I going? Wait. How am I that bad at directions? That's south. If that's south, then this is west. Right? This is south. There's west. Okay. Never mind. I'm just dumb. Why am I struggling so much? Stay straight, helicopter. Just tilt your nose, gain some speed. Maybe it's the wind. Are we full throttle? We are. But yeah, I wouldn't say this helicopter flies nicely, but it flies, and that's what's important. One day we'll turn it into a proper rescue vehicle. But yeah, this takes long though. A fixed wing would be nice, but first I need a landing strip, so it's a good thing I'm heading to that base. If only you could have like a HUD, so that you can zoom out and still see your direction you're heading. That would be cool. Like a helmet you wear that draws a HUD. This is going to be one hell of a long flight, I guess. Helicopter's not exactly fast. All this just to get a better base for spawning helicopters. Wait, which one do we want to go to? What's that one? The airport base. Whoa, whoa, whoa! This thing starts doing shit when you're in the menu. I don't know. Now I'm heading east. That's not good. Come on, gain some forward momentum. There we go. Okay, so we are heading east, which means we need to turn around. Whoa, whoa. I guess I need some lights on my helicopter. It's kind of hard to see. At least my instruments have power. If only I could spawn the helicopter at my other base and I wouldn't have to fly so bloody far. This thing literally starts sounding like a mosquito if you listen to it for prolonged periods. My ears. Man, what a slow flight. I think I need to look at trimming the tail rotor because I have to constantly correct it and it's annoying. And I mean, I get torque roll, but the gyro is supposed to compensate for torque roll. With a radio controlled helicopters you get like two modes on the gyro. You get what was it? Acceleration mode and constant velocity mode, and you'd normally use it in constant velocity mode so that your tail stays straight. But these ones don't have that. Also kind of need an altimeter so I can see how far I am from the water. If I'm gaining altitude, it means I'm losing speed, in theory. I think there where those lights are more or less, that's the boat. Right, so just past the boat, you should start seeing islands. Well, maybe not now, it's a bit dark. Unless that light behind the boat is the island. That could be it. Because it's an airbase island, right? No, it's not that. Oh. Sure, this is taking forever. I just want to build vehicles, man. I don't want to fly this far. Once I have a few cool vehicles, playing career mode might... this is actually the kind of missions you do want to do in career mode. Because there is a reward factor. Here there's not much of a reward factor because it's creative mode. How far still? There it is in front of us. I think that's the one. Am I going to hit the water? I think I was about to hit the water. Almost there. Slow boating our way there. Where do I buy it? Where the hell do I purchase? Maybe there where that light is. Or that red. Come on, stabilize, you son of a bitch. Oh, turret is gonna hit the ground. Careful, careful. Nice. Problem is the moment I get off, I still need to build in a power down functionality. The moment I get off, this thing's gonna go RPM again. The airport is bad, the lighting is totally wrong. Really? Well, you can't see shit. That green is like barely visible, so I agree. Not only is it wrong, it's barely visible. But yeah, this vehicle's gonna go nuts the moment I get off. Three, two, one, go. Run, run, run. Before the helicopter. Look at it. It's doing its own thing. I've got to fix that. That's a bad feature. Okay, no, that's just jet fuel. Look how well it flies on its own. That's actually quite impressive. Where do I buy this property? This is pretty cool. I like this. This thing's still flying? Oh shit. Oh shit. It's coming for me. Wait, bro, I need you. I need you. Oh shit. Oh shit. I need you. I wonder, did it get damaged now? I think so. Let's see, it's not flying that well, so something got damaged. Now, where the hell do you buy this property, though? Whoa, this thing's hard to fly now. Oh god, I'm gonna crash, I'm gonna crash. One of the blades must have gotten broken off or something. Can't fly this thing, it's impossible to fly now. I'm gonna crash! Help! Help! I can't control it. Ah! Help! I guess it's better to just go on foot. It shouldn't be green, yeah, definitely, because that's like, I think green, no, blue. Blue is the least visible one. Okay, so if it was blue, it would be worse. But green and red is normally more visible than blue. So I would think you'd use those more. I don't know where to purchase this property though. I would think around here somewhere, but I don't see anything. Wait, is this even a purchasable property? I don't think it is. I don't think you can purchase this. Oh, fuck. And now I'm helicopterless. This is the purchasable one. I should have come here. Oh god. And I can't teleport there, can I? No. I hear my chopper though. It's coming back to me. Come here! Come here! Because if I fly again, I'm going to have to fly all the way back. I wonder if I'll be able to salvage this guy and fly it to the other airport. Come here! Oh shit! Oh shit! No! Help! It's gonna drop me! Can I get in? Can I get in? Ah! I'm pressing F, but it's not doing anything. There. Oh shit! I was in. Oh shit! I've got some degree of control. Okay, where do I go though? North. I need to go north. This way, I think. Oh shit, oh shit, oh shit! Help, help, help. I've got no control here. There. Oh shit. It's this bloody tail rotor though. It's causing 90% of my problems. I'm dead. I've still got rotor blades on. Can you believe it? The Plane Nerd sent you a pic on Discord. It usually is when I attempt to fly Elise in the sim. Wait, where is Discord? There. What is this? Oh, the lights. Ah. What's that? The taxi area? Yeah, taxiway. Okay, so the taxiway is green, apparently. Or has green. But this is the whole freaking airport, not just the taxiway, I guess. Look, I've got two propellers. In theory, this thing should be... Oh, okay, if it wasn't for the tail rotor, I would have said this thing should be able to fly. Yeah, the tail rotor is making it impossible. I've got some cyclic control, but I've got no tail rotor authority whatsoever. Maybe I can make it. If I can just keep a stable hover. The moment, as long as you don't go outside crazy boundaries, it seems relatively flyable. The question is, where should I be heading? Shit like that. That's dangerous. Just getting my freaking mouse in the right place. There we go. No, don't do that. I can more or less fly it still. I just need to see where north is. Not that way, that's for sure. Whoa! No, throttle up, throttle up, throttle up! It's just weird that when I give negative pitch, it's like I have no cyclic anymore. But yeah, I need to head north and I can't see where north is. It's not this way. It's that way by the looks of it. Yeah, pretty much this way. We're on the move. We're Oscar Mike. I think it's that island that I need to be going towards. Yo, this thing's hard to fly now. But it was hard to fly before. It's 10 times worse now. Almost there. Almost there. Oh shit. Okay, this one's purchasable. Where the hell do you purchase it? Be very careful here though, because I can feel the wind bringing my altitude up. I have to bring negative pitch so much, and it's barely doing anything. Okay, we know this is purchasable, so I think let's just land and then go buy the property. I'll run on foot because this is impossible. There's the property for sale sign. Just quickly go back to Twitch. Run before the helicopter goes nuts. That helicopter. At least it's an enthusiastic helicopter. Okay, I've purchased the base. Maybe I can make it return to workbench now. Unless this is in a testing zone, a vehicle zone. I don't think this is vehicle zone. Because there's no workbench here, is there? No. But now the problem is I'm probably going to have to freaking spawn it inside again and fly it out. Unless I've got big hangar doors at the... No, I don't. God damn it. Yeah, you see, I'm going to have to fly it out. I think these hangar doors are a bit better than the other place, but not really. No, that's lights. Where's the door? How to open door? That was probably for lights as well. Yeah, so how the hell do you open the door? There's two workbenches. How the hell do you open the door? Wait. You walk up to it and press E. Why Stormworks? From all the doors that usually require a button, why would this one be different? The fuck? Okay, but let's see if we've got other workbench areas. I don't like spawning indoor in a hangar. Need outdoor spawning. Especially with the rate at which I fly helicopters. Crash helicopters. Surely there's a workbench here somewhere. Hey, the helicopter's still going. Look at that. Damn, it's resilient. I gotta give it to my designs. They are very resilient. It just doesn't want to die. You don't fly helicopters, helicopters fly you. Pretty much, look at this fucker. He's trying to fly me. What are you guys doing in my base? Yo, this is a private... Okay, well, you're a doctor, so maybe I have a use for you. This is private property. So basically, I just bought a military base, so to speak. Surely there's other hangar spots. Wait, you can do this, right? No, it only shows you the home thing. Oh, so it is a hospital. Oh, that's freaking cool. What is that? Military base, neutral. That way. Huh. Let's check out this one first. No workbenches, so no. That thing's still going. What the fuck? Oh, stuck on the edge boundary. That's stupid. Is this a military base? Can I capture it somehow? Capturing 51%, 52%. Oh. Interesting. What does that do when I capture it? Oops. Got a bunch of parts in here. How far is it capturing? 75%. I want to capture it and see what happens. %83%. 97, 98. Island captured. So I captured the island by capturing the base. Nice green flag. Hey, there should be fish market, sell fish. But maybe there's a spawn point there, although I don't think so. I'm gonna go check it out. This thing's still coming at me. Going the wrong way. I should be going that way. I like its enthusiasm, same. It just doesn't want to die. I'm stuck on the edge again. Here it comes. Oh no! Help! 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 it's breakdancing towards me. What the fuck? Yo, this helicopter. Taking chances here, trying to kill its creator. I'm surprised that thing's still going. How it hasn't broken itself yet is beyond me. I break them in my hangar. I just take them off and all the blades are off. Everything's off. But let me take it outside and nothing happens. Let's see. Can I do stuff on this dock? I hope so. Next task for vehicle update. Install a remote kill switch. Oh shit. Am I going to drown in high tide? No, luckily not. But yeah, that's actually the thing you can do. So you get a remote control and then you just put a receiver. Yes, I've got a workbench here. Okay, nice. So you just put a receiver and then with that receiver you can actually control it remotely. The problem with that is that in some of my stuff I've built like an occupancy thing. When you sit in the pilot chair, there's an occupancy flag that gets toggled. So I've built the other ones in such a way that I could, the moment you climb out, it won't let the engine run. It'll keep the throttle at 0 because it's not occupied. So I don't have that on this helicopter, so I should probably build that. But yeah, so here's workbenches. The only problem is it's going to spawn whatever you spawn in the water. I think I remember this base, or a similar base where I used to build submarines. So this is pretty cool, but I still don't have an outdoor place to build. And I'm guessing if I spawn my helicopter, it falls in the water. So I can't spawn that here either. But I can spawn it inside the hangar. Where did it spawn? Oh shit. Did it spawn underwater? Where's my helicopter? Where's the ladder to get out? I don't have a torch on me, I can't see shit. Here. Hello, ladder. There. Wow, this is slow. Where is my helicopter? Where did you spawn it? I have no idea where it spawned it. Let's run back to the hangar. God, I can just fast travel there, right? Ta-da! I can't see shit. Why don't I have a torch? Wait, where to? This way? This way. Wait, no, that's not my hangar. There's a hangar. Next base to try and buy, since this one is useless. But I can't buy this, right? No. Airstrip base. I want to go get that one, but damn, what a flight. That's not a problem. How much time is left? Oh, it's 5 o'clock already. Quickly go buy that base and then I'll end stream. Wait, this one's still with 4 blades, but that's fine. I don't care about the 8 blades. Didn't seem to make much of a difference. Wait, which way are we heading? Heading more west. Well, this hangar is much easier to exit than the other base. Heading more or less the right way. Let's go. Let's just double check which one we're heading towards again. That one. Okay, no. We need to hit a bit more that way. Whoa, whoa! I put throttle down instead of up. I was like, why am I going down? Yeah, more that way. Pretty much just west all the way. It's so freaking dark. still so far to go. This is a lot like Elite Dangerous or whatever, where traveling from one place to another takes really long. Why won't this thing fly straight? Like a combination between a weed whacker and a mosquito. Oh, are we there yet? Oopsie, lost it there for a second. Freaking hard to keep a straight heading. Now I know why instruments are so important when you're navigating above the ocean. Here's the bridge. Ah, this is where you do the train stuff, which is pretty cool. I think I should be flying more or less parallel with the bridge. Kind of. I'm going a bit off. Maybe it's more this way. Can't see the water. I don't know how high I am. Oh wait, now I'm flying in the wrong direction again. Okay, there's the water. Straight in this direction, pretty much. It keeps turning, and I think it's the wind. Too much. Can I still not see the place? It's apparently right in front of me, but I can't see shit. It's so dark. There, I see something. Damn, it's dark. Yeah, it's making it freaking hard to see my destination. Wait, I'm very skewed though. Destination. There, right in front of me. There we go. It does seem to be lightening up. Is it turning morning or something? I guess. Yeah. Look at the daytime cycle at the top there. It's turning day now. Finally, we flew the whole day, the whole night, basically. Radio, altimeter, and ADI at minimum. Oh, almost crashed. Oh, you mean for flying over ocean? Yeah. Okay. So I'm buying this base as well. Oh, what a flight. So fucking slow. And you're constantly fighting. It's not like this helicopter just flies in a straight line. You're constantly fighting to keep this thing straight. My freaking toy drone flies better than this thing. Jeez. Flying in the dark or in IMC. In layman's terms, for flying in conditions where you can't see shit. Yeah. Okay. Purchase this property. Give to me. Is that all it has? Hey, come back! Come back! I'm gonna die! Help! Okay, so there's one workbench in here. Is that it? That can't be it. Surely there's an airstrip. This is for small aircraft, I guess. Look at how small this airstrip is. Wow. Really? Is this how small this base is? No, this isn't the strip. That's the strip. Interesting. But still, it's like I still have to spawn it inside an hangar. You have to figure out which one of the bases is the best for spawning helicopters. I have to be inside this thing for it to start capturing, I guess. I don't care about that though. Okay, so this base also bad. Why can't I return this to workbench? Not working. Nope, can't return to workbench. Aha. What other bases are nearby? Seafort and Oil Rig. Multiplayer base. I want to actually go check out that one. Let's go check out multiplayer base. runway that short could only handle a Piper Cub or Twin Otter or choppers. It's too small for my chopper. Not the way I fly. Okay, wait, where is the runway? So it's just this little stretch here, and then it goes all the way there. No, wait, it's this side. No. Where's that big runway they show on the... Or was I looking at the wrong airbase? Apparently this one has a very long runway sticking out of it. I don't see shit. It ain't got no long runway. Oh, there. Wait, give me cyclic. Where did my cyclic go? I lost cyclic control there completely. Wait. Haha. Respawn it. I don't know if I was in a state where I had too much momentum in one direction and the cyclic just couldn't recover. But yeah, that's no good. Where was that runway? That way? There. There. I lost authority again for a second. I don't know, maybe it's wind. This has runways. Ah, so it does, or not runways, workbenches. Right, that's a workbench there, or is it not? Yeah, that's a workbench. I think this is the one I used to build subs at. It looks like this one. But anyway, the one we're heading to is south. You want to go look at that one? Whoa! No! Stupid game. No, I can't return it to workbench, can I? I have to do it manually. I have to make this game, especially if it's single player, so that... Why is it not showing me on the map now? It's not showing me on the map. Surprised the tail rotor didn't kill me. Why is it not showing me on the map? I'm right by the front piece, here. Did I just break something on the map that is not showing me anymore? Oh, it's showing me over here. And what? I'm looking at the wrong place. Where did it respawn me? How did this happen? No wonder the island looked different. It's spawning me at the wrong island. I want to be at that island. Maybe it takes you to the workbench where you spawned the vehicle initially. I think that's what happens. Yo, this hangar barely has space. I can't really see. Guess I'm gonna have to try and fly it kind of in reverse because I can't see. Flying reverses. Ah, tail rotor hit the thing. Flying reverse is always a bit weird coming from radio control stuff. Okay, let's try again. Hopefully without crashing this time. Oh, this thing just fits through there. There we go, get the tail rotor out, we're safe. Okay, cool. Now we are heading which way again? That way. South, pretty much. I think. Oh. Maybe make a tandem rotor design like the Chinook, no need for tail rotor. Oh, this one works pretty well. With the Chinook you've got two big rotors, this one is just a small one. But no, my next design is a quadcopter. I'm doing quadcopter next if I can get that thing to work. I think I should be able to get it to work. This game gives you, it's like so sandboxy that you can do a lot of shit that's actually pretty amazing. But yeah, that's what I want to do next, is a quadcopter. Shit, I should be finishing stream. Stop working. And as well as the helicopter flies, it's so slow as hell. But yeah, helicopters, or generally copters and submarines, are some of the most fun things to build in this game. So I think maybe one day I will probably build something like a Chinook or something similar. The boat. Imagine if you could do like piracy, steal people's boats, take it back to your base, sell it for money. That would be cool. And you don't have to do search and rescue. Search and destroy. Search and steal. I'm gonna be passing the bridge again sometime soon. Sure, halfway there. more or less. And it's almost nighttime again. Jeez, like, game is unrealistic. Imagine if you had to do rescue missions that take an entire day just to fly there. The people would die before you get there. Somebody's shooting at me. Did somebody just shoot at me? Did you guys see that? So that's fucking shooting at me. Help! Let's just fly straight and hope they don't hit. Bastards are shooting at me. I think that island there is where we're going. No! Don't shoot at me! I'm leaving, I'm leaving! Hopefully that one in front doesn't shoot at me as well. Let's not try to fly too close to it. I don't want to find out the hard way. It's shooting at me. They're all shooting at me. Why don't these people like me? What did I do? That one's shooting something that looks like a missile. Fuck! It shoots missiles. I knew it. God damn it. Sometimes it happens. I think Japan Airlines, when it crashed, they needed a full day to reach the crash site. I think one person survived after they slammed into a mountain. After each explosive decompression blew the tail off and they lost hydraulic pressure. True, but I mean, like, if you think about being in a remote location like that, but in a world like Stormworks' world, then a day goes by so quick, given the world size, that it's a bit unrealistic. What just happened? Why did my Git client just still focus? What happened? But yeah, that was a disastrous flight. We were almost there. We were almost there. But yeah, I think I'm going to call it a day. Oops. Not working. Gonna end stream. It's weird. It goes widescreen when I'll tab. But yeah, I'm gonna call it a day. I will see you guys again on Friday, was it? Yes, tomorrow's meeting day, so Friday. Cool. Captain Enton, thanks for popping in. Appreciate it as always. I'll chat to you again later. Have a good day. Night, day, whatever. Cheers.